welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their two meetings last year.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And so it's Boston with it. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Sigma, no good. Bridges with it. Thibault picks him up. Here's Flag. Into the lane. And that one is hammered home.
Name a way to score. Cooper Flag can already do it.
Here's Murray. Great D that time from Suggs. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense. Lifting off and hammering it down. Flag just springing off the floor.
Outside Durant. To the paint. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And you love to see the aggressiveness. Using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
To the inside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Murray's shot is good. Murray's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
Johnson with a bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And stolen by Suggs. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Left side Murray. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Murray. He takes it in.
Boy, Murray eats up ground in a hurry. You blink, and suddenly he's at the rim.
Now here's Wembanyama. Back to Johnson. The floater. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's Murray. Drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass. Murray's got a long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, BA. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
Pass to Murray. Tipped. Suggs with it. Turner covering. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Murray drives in. Good. 10 points for him.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Back to Wembanyama.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
To the middle. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
16 seconds left in the opening quarter. Right side Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Spurs.
San Antonio, 18.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Pass to Green. Rebound by San Antonio.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Down low. Here's Diabate. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Pass to Green. It's picked off. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. San Antonio moving the ball around. And that one good. Wembanyama's got 8.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Outside Durant. Launches a 3. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Outside Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. The 3 ball. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Durant. Sikla. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I'll tell you, how about the playmaking from Kevin Durant? On time and on target with the pass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
When you can get to the rim as easy as Wemby can, you might as well add a little extra something to it.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length is just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Well, this is about unselfishness. Kevin Durant is a great scorer, but right now he's getting his teammates cooking. Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Here's Johnson. And he dunks it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Celtics trailed by 6. Robinson on the wing. Here's the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Back come the Spurs in transition. Grimes' shot is off. In transition, here they come. Shoots. Again, the miss by Boston.
and it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Daniels misses, and they're pushing it up. And here they go. Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. To the left wing. And it's Dimon missing. And so Porter will bring it up for San Antonio. This one for three. Fires in the triple. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Yeah, good up-tempo play by Porter. Getting a little room and pulling up fast.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Diabate grabs the board. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's in there. And now an 11-point San Antonio lead.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Daniels. Here's Dimon. Launches it. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Pass to Diabate. And here's Porter outside. Rebound Boston. Here's Dimon. And so the San Antonio Spurs up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio on D. They've led by as many as 11. Johnson with it. Turner covering. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
It's a one-on-one situation.
Are you kidding me? Flag already adding to his highlight reel.
Celtics trail by 12. Inside. Oh, KD! Filthy!
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
To the middle. Pass to Flag. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, he just jams it right over Miles Turner.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the evening. Here's Murray. 14 points for him. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Johnson. And here's Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off the shot. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And that's now 17 points for Victor Wembanyama. Now Turner fires the three. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Johnson inside. From deep, Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
On the wing, Durant. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Wembanyama, the open look. Another miss by Wembanyama.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Pass to Flag. The three from Suggs. Sigma with a rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Right side Murray. To the paint. And Durant with the big finish.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
To the wing on the left. Here's Sigma. Drops in the three. Sigma's got 6 here in the quarter.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
San Antonio moving the ball around. It's stolen by Johnson. And count it. Now 5 for 7. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. To the inside. Outside Grimes. Pass to Diabate. Robinson with a steal. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Turner. And he banks in the layup. Turner's got a
assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Left side, Green. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Spurs up by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Spurs lead by 5. Outside Porter. Down low. And Turner with the block.
Boy, Turner, such a strong rim protector. This guy...
Oh, wow. Get out the way, Greg.
Come on.
Get out the way.
Oh, man. Murray not hesitating to put on a little show at the defense's expense.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A different look for San Antonio. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Pass the Flag. Suggs outside. Johnson on the wing. Here's Flag. Clock at 6. And here's Wembanyama. The rebound by Turner.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And stolen by Bridges. To the paint. Here's Flag. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Spurs lead by 7. Takes it inside. Outside Bridges. Here's Flag. Suggs outside. Now Bridges from downtown. Oh, it misses.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Turner with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. There's a screen by Turner. Tips it.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
And a one-handed slam.
And already a gifted score. Flag able to find a way to make sure it goes in.
Celtics trail by 10. Now Turner. Murray. Turner up top. Now Durant. They push it up 4 on 3.
2 minutes.
Here's Wembanyama. Jalen Suggs. And he nails it.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Murray scanning the floor. Durant. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
There's a screen by Turner. On the wing, Durant. Lets it go from 14. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Durant. For 3. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Spurs.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what would be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Murray buries it from outside. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stripped it away. He launches. Yes, sir, with the 3. On offense, here are the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Flag outside. And stolen by Murray. And Boston pushing it up now. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
So we see the Spurs get the win here. This was a hard